Hello guys, good morning. Me- I have this the Hindu newspaper of 7 July 2021. So let's take let's start it and see what is important for our UPSC. So let's start. So the first page is all about the advertisement. So it is not important at all, obviously. Then come to the next page. Here is the amid cabinet reshuffle buzz, a swing of the gubernatorial change. So it is this news is about the Karnataka appointment of the Karnataka government. Okay, so this news is not that important. You can or cannot read because it's not important for our UPSC syllabus. So to come to the next news, will accept any decision by the Congress chief. So it is a political news, so it is not important. So we have cut this. Then come to this page. GST mop-up in June falls below 1 lakh crore. So this news is important according to our economic purpose. So tick this news. Then this news. One rise in custody. Violence interrupts. So this news is not important. But else here on this page, in this page, nothing is more important about our UPSC syllabus. Only this news is important, so you can read this. Then come to the next page. This news. So in the third page, the only one news is important. The news is relief scheme for COVID victims can launched. So this news is about the Delhi government launched the COVID scheme for the victims. So this news is important. You can read this news because this news is about the schemes. So yeah, it is important. So we have to read this. So we take that. Okay. So else nothing is important in this page. Then come to the next page. Here is the fourth page. Nothing is important in fourth page also. You can skip this page. Then in fifth page, nothing is important. Skip this page. Then come to the editorial section. Here, I think 2 to 3 editorials are important, and 2 to 3 important articles have published today. So let's see which article is important. Now this article is important because this article is on the federalism, and if you see in our UPSC syllabus that there is the federalism topic. So in our political uh, science purpose, okay, so we have to read this, so we have ticked this. Then Venjula's reflection on the Carabobo. So its news is important. You can read this. So we have ticked this. Now this news, a death foretold. This news is not important because it is about the. You remember, guys? Yesterday the news is have come that the father of tribal society have been dead. Dead. That is Sant Swami. So this news is all about his death and his life. So it's not important. You can read this about the general knowledge purpose, but it's not important for our UPSC purpose. Then come to this news, cultural genocide. So this news is also not important because this news is the we can see that Canada should ensure justice for indigenous community who suffer systematic violence. Sorry guys, sorry. This news is important because it's talking about the justice and the systematic violence. So this news is important. So we have ticked this. Okay. Then come to this page. Seeking a paradigm shift in the mental health care. So this news is very important, very important because it's about the WHO guidelines and the community of mental health. Because we can see that nowadays mental health is the biggest issue in our society. In our So it is important to read this and know about this. Okay, then unpacking China game, this news is also important. Then come to this news, vaccines send a wrong signals, leaving top posts in the government unoccupied, affects governance and demoralizing offer for mm, officers. So it's this news is also important. Okay, then come to the next page. Page number 8. There is nothing important news. Then come to this page. Page number 9. Here is also not important news. In the 10th page, there is also nothing to read. No. Sorry guys. Here is some same-sex marriage. So this news is important because it talk about the LGBT community and the vulnerable communities. So we have to read this because you get the ideas about what's going on, so you can have the better perspective. Okay, so this news is important, only this news is important in the page number 10th, so you have to read this news. Okay, then come to the world section, international relation sections. Here, US left Afghan airbase without notice. So this news has come, I think this news has come from last 1 week, that US left Afghan airbase, that. So you can read this, but for the just the knowledge, okay? Because the repetitive news are come about this every day. I think every day this news comes, so you cannot read this. Else, amid rising Taliban wins, consults shut down. This news is also related to this. This news is also related to this. So you both newses you can or cannot read, because you, if you can read, then you feel also feel that same things you are reading out again and again. Okay, so it's not that important. Then come to this. Zing reshuffles PLA border commanders leadership. Guys, we know that China preparing so much of militaries and preparing new militaries against the border. So this news is all about that key, that China is preparing the new war commanders. So you can read this. Okay, so take this news. Okay. Then come to this, wreckage of Russia plane font. This news is not important, guys. Then Israel PM suffer defeat over Arab family unification span. This news is political, geopolitical. But you can read this. But you can read this, but not related to the UPSC, but all about your general awareness. Okay, then come to this page. Guys. UK court questions 1972 conventions of the three men black men. This news is not important, guys. Then this, Ethiopia reasons feeling disputed damp. So this news is important, guys. So cut, take this. Then come to the next page, business section. Then here is oil soars to multi-year highs after OPEC plus stocks collapse. This news is important, guys. Then unconscionable Adani contact. This news is not important, guys. Okay. Then China tightened oversight of firms listed offshore. This news is important, guys. Domestic air passengers trip grew 42% from May. This news is important, not important, guys. Okay. So nothing is important here. Only these two news are important. Else nothing is important. And here the sports section, which is not important. And in last page, or the 14th page, you can see that the global ecosystem being reshaped by digital transformation. So for the your better perspective of thinking, you can read this, that how the this work ecosystem being saved by the digital transformation. So you can read this. If you have time, then you can read this, because it give you the better perspective. So you can read this, else this is not important. Only this portion is you can read, or you cannot, otherwise you can leave also. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow in my next video, and in next video we will again analyze what is important for our UPSC and what news is not important for our UPSC. Okay, guys, thank you.